Hello, everybody. How's it going? Yeah, I know. So sometimes, like, I think it's like different priorities for streamers and stuff. But sometimes you get the ability to do that to different quality settings. But I try to keep it pretty low. But yeah, 1440. It's like scale, I guess. It's not actually 1440. But yeah, sorry. Unfortunately, I don't get to choose when it's that resolution or not. I guess I can turn the max resolution down for my stream settings, but that would require me restarting. But yeah, most of the time I actually have options on my stuff, so apparently not tonight though. Anyway, before we do start into Jums' map though, I did want to kind of go into, I don't know if anybody has seen this one or not, but I finally got the middle tree done. Well, and when I say done, I haven't done this side. Like, this side's all messed up from the previous texture and everything like that. But I finally made something that I like and matches the detail and everything. And it just feels so good. This thing has been holding me back for like 2, maybe 3 months. It just feels like forever. But I finally was able, and like I've tried to do what I did for this one, which is basically make I'll show one. So basically make a texture out of some of these logs, the ramps and stuff here. But every time I tried it, I messed something up, and it just did not look good. And so I tried like the basic versions, and tried like gradients over the course of the whole thing. But after trying and trying and trying, and then trying some more, and then trying a little bit more, I finally have something that I would say is worthy of being done with this map. Once I get the UVs for this side situated, because they're all over the place, as you can see. But if you look at it from this side, it looks great, and I'm so happy with it. And it was just one of those things that it was really holding me back from feeling like this map was going to go anywhere or be able to even be released eventually. I'm very, very happy with it. So, that being said, also while I was apparently learning how to do everything again, I made more edits to the map over the weekend, and now we have a new platform texture. And I really like this one compared to what we had before. And it was all because of that little exercise that we did last time, which was trying to recreate the tiles. These ones right here, they're in the original Tactics version. And then after I did that, I was like, okay, well, I kind of understand how to do that, right? So let's make our own version, or like kind of make a more intended version for what I was going for here. And then the other thing I wanted to think of, I thought it would be kind of cool if we put like a slot, so on the texture, put like I don't know, you want to call it a hole or some kind of like, words are kind of hard sometimes. Basically, a valve or a pipe or something that's right here, and so instead of the water coming in and then coming out, it just kind of comes out. Like, we can make it look like it comes out of the center and then just like the whole thing just gets flooded and dissolved. I think that'd be kind of interesting. Just not 100% sold on if we need to do that or not, but we do have the frames and everything to do whatever we want because of the methods that we experimented with on the other day. I think it was Friday. But still, I'm going to go ahead and start the timer. And today, what I want to do is figure out a way to what to do for the sides, right? We need a wall of some sort. And right now we have got a lot of brick when it comes to this map in tactics, right? And so what I want to do is kind of take a look at look at some other tactics maps. And so like something like this right here on the Bethla, you guys can't see that. That's kind of what I kind of want to go with. Except it's still bricks, but I think that would be kind of cool to have like that little border across the top, and then it kind of like goes down, you know. But a lot, basically everything in tactics is very built, right? There's not like much. There are natural stone maps, but they don't actually like. I don't know how to say it, but there's a lot of natural stuff there, but there are really like chunks of rock, right? There's no like big platforms like we're trying to make here. So when you're trying to reference, and even these like aren't, it doesn't feel, it feels kind of like a rock formation. Yeah, it's a land of bricklayers, exactly. It looks like more like a land like formation, and we're not really like looking to make one of those. So it's really hard to find some kind of reference in the actual like vanilla. Like the closest thing we could probably like see, these are still like rock formations, right? I mean, it's a natural landmass, so I wouldn't put anything past or expect anything more. It's just when you're looking for reference for stuff, it kind of makes it a little bit difficult to really come up with something exactly, or at least close to what you are attempting to make. So yeah, lots of brick. Even Zirkyle is big, massive boulders for everything, and then covered in grass. Which, I mean, you could kind of try to repeat that, but it's, like I said, it's not as much about trying to be a land mass as it is to be like a chunk of rock, like, or so like I think the closest is Barrios Valley. Like the actual, like these ones right here would probably should have been something that I referenced when I was making it originally, and it's something we could probably still reference for the sides. I did mess with this map a lot, so I'm not sure how much is still there. So that's definitely one, because those are really like rocks, right? Like they're like bits and pieces of here, and then there's the landmass behind it. It's a really interesting concept for that kind of thing. And these are really like salted kind of thing, and then these are very mountainous, and this is kind of like a, you know, wood and then covered in either like some kind of material. It looks, at times it kind of looks like paper, like some kind of like wallpaper-ish kind of thing. At other times it's like stone portions. Not very architect-y, so yeah, solid cement, yeah, exactly. So you got wood for the house here. And even the church is made out of like layers of stone and brick and stuff. When we're taking a look at things. So, which wouldn't be a bad, like this part right here wouldn't be a bad idea. But again, it is like alternating stuff. Castle again, very brick-like. Yeah, like the closest like stones is like, you know, the cemetery stones, right? And then also I would say probably in underneath Limberry. It's maybe another place to take a peek at. As much as these maps look... Hey, Luis. How you doing? We're doing editing today instead of playing Sifu. I ended up beating that game, by the way. It took me till 2:30 a.m. on Saturday evening, or Sunday morning technically. But I did end up getting all the way through Sifu. That was a wild trip of a game right there. That game was so much fun. But we're looking at, we're trying to find some reference for the sides of our platforms for this map. See if we can find anything. So here's the original map. Something kind of like this would be interesting. See how it's like not fully, like it's still stone, but it's like more solid bits. Same kind of like the office here too. These portions. Because all you need to do is have something like on the top and bottom to kind of separate the stone from being just like a flat texture. Ooh, right there. That could be it right there. We could find... I think I'd use this texture so much. Let's say if you show me yours, I'll show you my room. That right there. I think I've used this texture way too many times, but I think that's what I'm looking for. This part right here. This thing gets so much use. We'll take a look at it again, but it's so good. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm looking for, like the solid with the border on the thing. Because you could do it, you could cut it into like the tiles here, and have the solid parts there, and just kind of repurpose what's going on with this part right here. So that'll be a definite strong contender for what we use. I love this map, by the way. It is so cool. None of it's repeatable. It is so small that they hand drew everything on it. None of it's reused or anything. It's just, it goes. I tried to use that initially, like these parts of the walls, for the prison originally. But yeah, it's just unlike Limberry, where like this, it's like the ultimate reusable texture on this side right here. It's literally everywhere. Yeah, this is a fantastic map if you ever want to try anything. The floor here is white as opposed to the green it is in Zeltenia, because it's reused here. The walls, that brick there is the same as the brick here in Limberry. This map got all of its textures got reused like crazy, which is awesome because it's so good. It's very funny, but again, it's all that's brick, so that doesn't work for us. And this is, you know, a house itself, so it's really hard to kind of use that for a stone platform. Got Yardo, or Yardao, however you want to say it. So right there, like that would have been a good reference. Even if it's not a house. This right here would have been a super solid reference for me when I was just doing like the stone top. I should have definitely looked here, because that looks really nice. More bricks. Hello everybody, welcome in. Hope you guys are doing well. I'm feeling very good, I guess. And it's definitely been a much overall, but I think my wife might have refilled my, or I refilled it. I don't know. This was empty last time I remember. So something happened. Anyway, I guess a big, I don't know really what it was, but it was just, I had this weird funk going on, and I think it's because, like I said, I kind of had a lot of stuff that just wasn't working. Please surrender your maps right now. You got it. Where do I hand them over to, Kovajo? That would be kind of cool too. On the ground. Right now. Oh man. But maybe just this bottom part. Like I love that crack right there. Like that falling apart piece. That's so cool. And these little like pieces right here are really cool. He's resisting. Drop a choco meteor. Oh, I went too far back. Okay. Kind of just like a solid wall, so we can put them on the sides right here to kind of complement our middle pieces here. I'm just looking for some kind of reference. I think we already found it, but I still want to look for maybe another possibility. But I do think we're running out of maps, so. Like, even the port is made of bricks. Like, that's crazy. This is just easier to. Ooh. What is that? Is that... That's really cool. The walls in map 4. Oh, these things right here, like that kind of... Oh yeah, like the big, like stones, right? That's cool. I like little borders and stuff. Interesting. You wouldn't think like that is... They don't look like much, but look at them in Ganesha. Okay. Might get back to real quick, just to kind of make sure I... That's another thing. Because this is the one we originally tried to use for the top, but it didn't really want to work the way I wanted it to. Yeah, the slums aren't going to work too well. Fort Zeekton. There we go. That looks pretty good too. This piece right here. Something similar to that could work. Just kind of like this street, and then maybe break it a little bit. Okay, so we've got at least 2 examples. I've tried to use this texture so many times. Yeah, they do have kick-ass borders, I agree. There's definitely more bricks. Lots of books. For as iconic of an opening map as this one, the textures aren't actually that... Like, the bottom parts here are pretty simplistic. And I think most of it went into, like, this part right here. Like, most of them, this is, like, the most iconic part of the map. Yeah, you only see that one side, and you don't get to see anything underneath very much, because it's mostly just this. Which makes sense, right? Why would you need to do any of the work on the bottom part if you don't get to see, if you don't see anything else? It's just really interesting to me, like, that it's still there, but just not nearly as... Okay. What is it? Sluice have... The front of the sluice have any cool, like... Ooh, that could be interesting. Have, like, the moss growing on the side? Yeah, yep. Okay. So I'm gonna take a look at the sluice first, because these big stones right here, they look like they could be pretty good. So, we're going to take a look at 64. Like this. Look at that. It's just big chunks of stuff. And they're like held together with like braces. I also added extra stuff to it, so just don't mind any of that weirdness. Here, we'll make it a little bit better. So let's take a look at the texture. Oh man, look at that. What part is this one at? Okay, it's the middle there. And there's our big crack in it. So it definitely looks like it comes from a lot of the color and everything. Because these, like, even these mechanisms right here, right? They're different and showing off. Where is that? Oh, there's nothing. That one's never used. Okay. That piece is just never looked at. Then you have kind of like these pieces right here, which have like the rot and the decay. I guess it's not really rot, but it's more like growth on it, right? They're really dark. So if you were to like, there's the map. Where is that one? Very. Oh, it's right on the top. There we go. Algae. Like, this is kind of the lighting we would see, and like, if you kind of take a look at it, I don't know, maybe it doesn't look as good as I'm imagining it. Like, my favorite pieces are like the straps here, and a few other things that I didn't, you know, like these like structures built on the side. Oh yeah, it doesn't have a night version. default version. It just has a primary and secondary version with the flow of the gate. It's got another version somewhere. I swear it. I had to do 3 different versions. Maybe one of them just didn't matter. Okay. Interesting. That's very funny. Okay. What was the other one was Limberry, right? Actually, let's take a look at Kokojo's reference, right? That's 4. That's really cool. Just taking a look at those ones. So you don't really see much in regards to like everything that's on this map. Like you never see this whole like library portion, and the bottom, like right there, that is such a cool design. Yeah, the world map right there. I really love these pieces right here. Like we could get a really cool. There's one in the one other office too. That's neat. Like this right here, this little section, we could even get rid of the bricks if we wanted to, and it'd be just like a inset. Yeah, I love this part. And we could even maybe use the top because we could match that to the little nickel border that we have. So you're definitely going to use this as a reference. Thank you very much, Kokojo. Go ahead and export that for us. Not welcome. We'll do possible wall 1. Okay, and then the other one was let me scroll here. Limberry Cast 15. Oh, it's definitely a wall. And then here's our other one of our other choices. So you have the border, the smaller border with the little cracks on here. If you're curious on how that looks in a custom map, which version did I do? This one? Yeah. So there's me using it upside down. And then changing the bottom to blue. So it has a different palette on different parts. So, I think I used it somewhere else too. Let me take a look. Well, what else? I have no. I think I used it on the Colosseum. Yep, there it is again on the Colosseum. Told you, I love this texture. It's so good. And it works really, really well for a side of a solid stone thing.
You're listening to Rhythm and Pixels
okay,
Radio.
the commercial from the Rhythm.
This is the last weekend, and you're listening to Rhythm
Okay.
and Pixels.
But yeah, so like I said, I maybe I even used it on the Grand Hallway. I can't remember. Nope. I think I did most of my own stuff on this one.
It's not just for fun; it's also for work.
I talked over him. I'm sorry, Jubs. Come on. Yeah. I still love this map. It's so cool. I can't wait to see it. The ads, that's what we're here for. Maybe I used it for this? No, I just stole randomly from that one. Okay. Okay, so we do have... It's actually part of the stream, so it's not like a commercial or anything that comes up. It's part of the... It's a live stream. That's even worse. So, it's apparently a podcast, Rhythms and Pixels. I don't know. Okay, so... In the interest of not reusing the same thing over and over again, I think we are going to go ahead and try that map's texture real quick and see what we get. Hey, Kethel! I was promised water tiles. Retro! Man, everybody's here. Hi, guys! How are we doing? Save chest. There you go. So, the reason we had a little bit of some weird... Oh no. Oh, Kokojo. I'm sorry. I don't know why I forgot. We had a little bit of some weirdness go on Friday. And so we had to update like the moderation to require a verified email and a verified phone number. So somebody couldn't continue to make fake accounts over and over again. So that was fun. So I have it ignore VIP people, so you guys didn't. And Jumza got a sword, a mod sword. So yeah. Okay. So I need to pull up that texture. Oh. Oh no. Now you guys, there's multiple swords in chat. I'm supposed to be the ultimate power here. You weren't here when I needed you most, so you lost your privileges. Your solo privileges, I guess. Yeah, it was retro. It was that same guy. Yeah, it was pretty rough. Possible wall. There we are. Okay. I'm sorry. Yeah, I knew it was gonna adversely affect things a little bit, but unfortunately, there's not too much I can do in that aspect. Okay. So, really, really cool stuff and good stuff to use here. I just don't know if we want to try the, do we try just the inset border here? Or do we try the fancy lines here? For the lower platform, it's not really going to matter much. I actually think we might want to use this one up here. We'll get a bit more art guy. Yeah. Let's put you over here. I don't really have a place for this to go, so we're just gonna plop it on. Oops. Plop it on here. Okay, and then I'm going to... So this is pretty repeatable, it looks like. I just gotta figure out where. I think it's like right here? Hold on. Yeah, right there. Okay. Nope. There we go. It is Terranigma. You are correct, sir. So does it... Okay, so it goes like that. Right? Yes. Okay. I don't have a command for that. Here. There's the playlist, or the stream that I'm watching. So this is weird. I don't know where this would repeat. Because you'd have to have this portion here. Be like right... Oh, maybe right here? You'd have to have it... cut off. So like that? Yep. Okay. There we go. EU only? Okay. So right off the bat, you could probably tell something is a little bit weird. They are going to be very vastly different colors. Just because of the nature of the original, of the palette it used, and everything like that. So, it is really cool that this repeats so well.
The test is over. From this moment on, you are a Raven.
Oh man, thank you so much. That's awesome. Kethel. Get badged. That's amazing. Thank you very much. I really appreciate that, man. Okay. So that's what we have. And we're gonna go ahead and save that. And then we're gonna go ahead and play around with the UVs a little bit. So much spam. Why did that not... Are you... Why are... Oh, it's right there. It's in green! I was wondering, I couldn't see it. Okay, so these... be something pretty close to this. And then we just kind of copy. I'm pretty sure we can paste it across the whole thing. But the big picture here is to, because this is it's art palette. Okay, let's try 10 and see how close it gets. I'm sure it won't. Yeah, it's very... It's got the blues from the water. Oh yeah, it shouldn't be too hard. Okay, so we would just have to kind of like fit it. We would just have to flip it and make sure it kind of, you know, lined up all together. Got a little ham there, Coach. Cool. So at least we kind of got something to take a look at. Let's go ahead and make sure this is the default, and we can go ahead and I don't remember which. Is it this one? Yeah, that's the one. Okay. What map was the one we used the reference from? Or the one we're working on? Oh, it's Jems's. Oh, yeah. Yep. Yeah, number 9. Number 9. So what I kind of want to do is take the bottom part. It's alive. Oops. Okay. And then also, I'm going to need a reference. So... just grab this line right here. Okay. So this portion right here, let's take a look at that normal map, that map. What does it look like in there? So it looks like really like inlaid well, there's so let's take okay, so we can't use that one. Nope, that's too bright. Which one is not quite this color? Okay. So let's try that one. Basically, they went dark. Like they went pretty here. Hard pressed to find a favorite map. That's a good question. I'm only doing this so I can reuse bits and pieces of everything. Okay, so if I go with this... Basically, I need to find... find what it gets it down to. I want it to go in. So it's light, lighter, sorry, light, dark, darker, with the darkest on the bottom. So it's the opposite in grayscale. I know that doesn't make much sense, but three. This goes here. I should probably take care of this part right quick. Give me a second. So right now, it definitely looks like, if you have it with this, like the solid colors here, it definitely looks like it's raised instead of lowered in. I feel like, what if we did this, but inside? Nope, that's popping it out even worse. Is it because this is on the bottom? Nobody's for it. Highlight. It feels like it would be a highlight, right? So interesting. You know what? Let's save ourselves just a tiny bit of time. I'll go ahead and save on here. Why not reference what it looks like on the Okay, so it's dark top, light bottom. Basically one step. That's the closest to like one step away from. Because this is the same as that. There we go. That kind of looks like an inlay, right? Oh. tell us what 4 looks like without checking? Like map 4? Your lip was doing a thing. It's doing it again. I don't know what... You're making me all self-conscious. Underground Library 4? That's the book one, right? With the weird voids in the middle? I think my favorite part of that map is like the stacked books on the one side, where your party starts out as. The book one. Oh no, it's the other one. It's the one that I never remember. It's the hallway one, right? The one that has like the... Because 5 is the one I'm thinking of. You start on one side of like... It has the bridge, right? And I made like a hallway in the back with my alternate version. See, nobody remembers it. Okay. So the reason I have an excuse. If you're willing to take it. The first time I ever beat or did the last set of maps, that gauntlet of maps at the end, was when I played the Lion War 1.06 for the first time. That was the first time I beat Ultima. Because I always got stuck in the deep dungeons. Every time. Okay, the wrong spot. Nope, that's right. If anybody wants to know what I'm referencing, is this. This is the actual texture. Pepperidge Farms reference. So I'm just trying to recreate it with our palette instead of theirs. Hello. Is it Caxips? Is that how you say that name? I don't know why I clicked the wrong thing there, but okay. Hey, Salty. We were working on Jums's map. We're doing trying to get a border created. You're using the correct. Okay. So we're doing some reference from another map. Okay, so that's this color. And then this one right here is same as here. Interesting. Okay. So we'll do one more, 'cause that's really all. Yeah. That is for sure. That map was definitely a, oops, that's the wrong color. Definitely different and struggle for me, because I've always kind of struggled with the those organic pieces, right? Even like when doing like the alternate versions of things, it was still okay. So we've redone that. I'll go ahead and get back to map. And just save off in the corner. Okay. I'll go ahead and import. There we go. So that's with it matching our texture. I almost don't think we need the border on the bottom. But I do think it fits really well. It looks like a chocolate vanilla sandwich. I guess I could go darker. I think there's a, no, I don't know if I used. I know I don't have a darker texture than that one. Or I could go lighter, I guess. It just has a little bit of browns and stuff in it. No, I haven't tried out the pattern yet. The only problem I think with the pattern itself. A bar brawl, yeah, it does. I think the pattern is like too tall. So let's take a look. Obviously we'd have to rework it a little bit, but so let's grab, right now this is the size of our thing. Okay, actually no. It actually fits perfect if you want to do that. You could even probably like maybe drop off the bottom and get some tile stuff in there. Do you want to give that a shot? I don't think that would be a bad idea. Okay. I'm gonna pop back into the previous scene just so I can kind of get an idea of... You know what? I should just... Let me go ahead and save this real quick. I should just output the palette so I can have it in... Definitely pictured it being pretty ornate. Okay, no. Well, if that's... We definitely have multiple patterns to try out, so definitely don't rule that out in the slightest. Okay, so that's that one. Okay, they all use the same palette, which is awesome. So we're gonna go ahead and export that one. Nope, I clicked on that. I clicked on the right one. Nice. And then this one is reference side, reference wall. This is the war room. That way we don't have to continuously open up. We have the actual texture loaded, so that'll help. It actually needs to be indexed out. Oops. I don't think that's how that's supposed to go. Oops, that's how I went. Okay, go back again. Oh. So now it's back to there. To load default. Go ahead and save that, and then switch it to next, and then load. There we go. That's better. Okay, so our base color. You guys can see all that. Okay, good. I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of that part. I'll just draw in the rest. Evil hormone. FFT evil hormone. Is that really how you spell it? Nope, I got it. Kazan coming in here with the unused stuff. Or maybe it is. I don't know. Is it? Okay, so that's our base. We have our highlight, which is this color. Then we have our. I'm gonna go with that color for the. Basically, the darkened mass. Chicken race. I can't tell if these are the same colors. They're not. They are definitely not. Okay. I need to just. Oop. Oh, there's the end. Cancel. Anybody else? Should we just do more Final Fantasy Tactics? Anybody opposed to that? Oh, wait. Hold on. Jesus, that's loud. I'm sorry. Hold on. Pause. Why is it so loud? Can you... Is that better? There we go. Okay. Now I lost what I was doing. Okay. There we go. Getting pretty good at this whole matching palette thing. If I do say so myself. It looks like our highlight is up here. It's got the dark. Okay. Cool, and then we would just be able to repeat that. Right? Is that how it looks? Nope. That's this, okay. I'm gonna throw it over here one more time. Okay. I will say that that looks a lot cooler than the top part. So, oh, I need to re-import. Boop. There we go. Okay, so what do you think of that? I think that fits much better. I think that looks really cool, actually. That looks freaking fantastic. If I do say so myself. Okay, where's that one? Yeah, looks more shrinish. I agree. Yes, I will be using... Oh, that's way too loud, I'm sorry guys. So, I'm gonna try to use... We'll see. That's a good question, Retro, actually. Okay, so let's throw these over here. Because you're going to be able to see the bottom here. Maybe we can kind of combine them? No, we got it. Don't worry. We can combine them. I got an idea. Okay. So, barring that, this one right here is done. Okay? Sorry to freak you out again, but... Okay. Oh, those are... It kind of looks cool inverted too, by the way. Those are all using the wrong palette. Okay. And we will go ahead and we will save that. Yeah, I mean, all it is going back to palette 1. Right? Jumzo said the same thing. Yeah, and we can mess with that stuff as soon as we have everything set up. So it does not. We just yeah. Well, I mean, definitely thank you, Kokojo, for requesting me look at that map. So. Again, that's the kind of the beauty. That'll be $20. That's kind of the beauty of a lot of this stuff, in my opinion, is there's a lot of pieces of Final Fantasy Tactics maps that you just never see because they were made for like one angle, but sometimes they make the entire map, right? And then on top of that, we just made our own palette for this. So just having a different color gives it a whole new life. Like, that's what the floating castle is. It's reusing the first... I think it's... Hold on, let me not put my foot in my mouth here. It's using the main gate of Egros Castle, but instead of being yellow, it's blue. That's the floating castle. That's what I did, basically. I used the texture for the main gate, map 1, and instead of being yellow, I turned it to blue. And it looks really cool and different and unique. So, okay, so here is where things get a little weird. We do need, the next thing we need to do is we need to make, we need to set up the texture a little bit better because specifically for, yeah, this is for Jumps and specifically for the animations we're going to be doing. So, right now we're kind of just getting a look, right? We're just trying to find something specific for that. But what I need to do is I need to set up the middle platform. He didn't. He bypassed that request by I'm paying for help on events, like specifically complicated ones for Unexplored with this map. And probably another one. So I don't feel guilty when asking him, and he doesn't feel guilty when doing it. So there we go. An exchange of services. Ah, goodness, that's funny. So, why is the height difference between the corner and the side platforms 2 height, but from the side platforms to the center platform? Aha! It's actually depth 1, so I think it's consistent. Or do you mean the middle platform needs to be higher? The latter. The middle platform needs to be higher. Interesting. That's pretty easy to do. It wouldn't be out of the scope of possibility. So we're looking to get it to be 1 height higher? Is that what we're asking? Sorry, for some reason I'm not understanding. Okay. No reason other than just kind of naturally fell that way, I guess. Oops, missed. Just need to game the system, get Corey to throw up a gambit, and we pool our points to one side. That's what I was thinking. Oh no. I got 55k. I've used 500,000 points. That's true. Luis is even getting in on this. That's great. I think that looks nice. Yeah, the highlighted message. That's funny. I do think it looks nice when it's more even on the heights, right? So we'll go ahead and save that and keep that change. Okay, so I need to set up the middle, because once the middle is set, I can kind of just use it with other stuff. So what I need to do is grab these so I can see what it looks like together. And then we'll need to lay out the texture. Oh, and I don't know if I think I went over it last time, but there is an export UV option. Now you guys can't see it. It's below me, behind my camera. There is an export UV section, but as of right now, before it gets, you actually have to zoom. If you zoom in, it scales the UVs it outputs. So you have to scale all the way back out like this, and then click the button, and then it'll actually output your UVs correctly. So that was why I was having trouble the first time we did this. So. Okay, so these are all of these UVs that need to go back on the first page. Because I need to get them out of the way so I can set up my UV. But I think we've, it's pretty safe to say that we have come up with what we're looking for. There we go. And so what we're gonna do is I need as much space as possible. So we are gonna go ahead and lay out. I agree that the consistency itself is kind of a very good point to this map. So, and so I think I can get away with repeating the panel on all sides. So I'm gonna try that because I think it's repeatable enough from what we ended up choosing. But let's go ahead and take a look and at least just lay these out. It's not more work. Do you want to see what it looks like with only one height? I like how you can just see through it. the little gap in the transparency. That's my fault. Okay, so I'm going to do that, and then I am going to zoom out, and I'm going to go ahead and export. Okay, and then what we're going to do is we're going to flip over here. I don't think we're going to need the bricks in the end. So if you haven't seen this before, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to open a UV on the side. And as you can see, our UVs are now their own cool thing. And what you can do is you can go ahead and select all, copy, and then go ahead and paste as a new layer. And I can turn them on and off now. So it's kind of cool. And then you just got to make sure you're working in the right layer, and then when you save, you turn it off. But we're going to go ahead and turn this off for now. And what I'm going to do is grab this here. I'm going to put it, I'm just going to grab it and put it in a spot. Okay. Select. I'm going to throw these back up. And so the other thing, because we're working in pixels and UVs kind of exist between pixels, I'm actually going to take that and paste it and move it up here. I think I took an extra spot of it. Okay, so I need to remember if I can help it. We're just going to work like this, okay? We're going to keep it right here. I might need to move it and adjust the actual stuff there. And so what I wanted to do after this is take our section that we have. So I have two ideas. I have this. I'm going to take that. It's distracting now. I have this. Again, it's not repeating, which is kind of annoying. So you have that as kind of like a lower portion. Or I was thinking of maybe having like it lead into so do that again, and then I grab a rotate, grab the edge, flip it. Get a little weird because, nope, need to actually undo that one. Copy this and flip it over. The only part is, do I choose... Do we choose that? Or... I don't know if this will actually work, make it worse or not, but... Do you have it, like, inlaid like that? It uses the darker... I guess we can take a look and see what both of them look like, right? And then there's also the other option. Our third and repeatable option, which is... Oops. I did that wrong. And so we are essentially having like a little line in between. Hold on, I'll move that over. So we can try all different forms of it, one on each line. So that should kind of give us the take of everything. Actually, copy, paste. Then I need to bring it to here. And so for here, we would just kind of extend, I think, this portion out. I almost feel like it could extend the entire thing down if you wanted to, but we have lots of little variations on what, which way and methods we can go. So I think that's kind of neat. And as long as we still have the originals, we can kind of mix and match and go with there. So we'll go ahead and load the palette. We'll save, and we'll go back, and then we will re-import. Okay, looks like we are pretty dang close to what we need to be. Okay. Hold on. Let's just adjust the lighting a little bit. So I don't, right off the bat, I don't like the middle one. I don't like this one. And I think there's a cool variation we can do with this one where it's just the darker inside. Or that, or we have just the brick go all the way in. Or we could have the brick all the way down. I don't know. Lots of different options on this one. I do like this on this part right here. I like that as the bottom. I could even reverse it so it's upside down, so the loop goes on the bottom instead of the top. In fact, I could do that for both sides if you want me to. Instead of looping up, it loops down. I think it looping down at the bottom would be more interesting. So yeah, so many choices. Cool. I guess the only thing with that is it messes with the lighting. Because the highlights are on top, are at bottom. Can I just invert it? Is that much quicker? Yeah. I'll just see what it looks like real quick. So I would have to, I think I would have to manually edit to switch where the highlights and stuff are. So the only... Yeah, I like the upright. I like the consistent. The only thing I don't have, like, nailed down is what I want to do in between. I do think maybe, like, the inlay, kind of like we already have going on this side right here. Maybe using that color instead. Just a few more variations of it, obviously, but to kind of keep with the theme of what we have. So let's do that. Let's try it on the full thing too. So. Okay. So, yeah, the Leviathan looks so cool on there, doesn't it? Okay, so we want to use this color. Also, hi, Con Man, how you doing? So what we learned was that color. And then we're going to need a shadow on the bottom. So something kind of like that. You can try to like go for like a highlight in the middle, but it's supposed to go in, right? I think that looks really cool. Let's try it. Yeah. Oh man, it fits so well into the top too. Okay, so what do I do here? Okay, back here. What we're gonna do is we're just gonna stretch this across the entire texture. And by stretch that I mean we're gonna repeat it. We're not gonna stretch it. Stretching is unsightly, pixel art wise. And what this will do is it'll allow us to wrap it around the entire the entirety of any consistently wrap it around the entirety of any platform. Okay, so that means we can grab... Okay, so let's see what it looks like if we have this back in place. Like, it even looks nice at the two height, right? Just gonna keep on flowing. I'm feeling so good about how this is turning out. I know I was talking a lot of stuff, not really stuff, but I was talking about things on Friday where I just didn't feel as, like on Friday's stream, I definitely didn't feel confident in doing what I was doing anymore. The Chocobo Forest itself definitely did a number on my on my psyche a little bit, just because of how much it took out of me and everything like that, and just trying to get it to look good it was just hard. It was a hard thing. I chose a very difficult thing to try to tackle, and I do feel like we did succeed. It took until now, and I guess you can't do it that way. Does he? How do you scale it? You can scale it that way. Okay. And I do think that is actually a little bit of it. I mean, I think I've started doing it outside of streaming a little bit. Specifically, things that are a bit need a lot of practice for myself. Hold on, I'm gonna move these over. Because of that is exact thing. It's not that I get nervous and everything like that when things are giving me a hard time when I'm making textures and things like that, right? I think it's more that I don't want you guys to feel bad for me. If that makes any weird kind of sense. Because I don't know about you guys, but for some stuff like this, like the biggest part of it is succeeding in the end. Accomplishing something that's really difficult. Pity Corey. Something that I think that's kind of what makes me keep going on a lot of. I really hope this repeats at the end. I'm gonna be really upset if it doesn't. I think that's the one like persistence. That's why I like some of the games that I do like, is it rewards player skill. Like, the more you play it, the better you do at the game itself, and that is a part of leveling up in the game, like Dark Souls and stuff like that is, or Sekiro, or hell, even this game, the Sifu game we were playing. You gain knowledge as an aspect of the game, and that really is a strength that I really. Sort of. It's gonna look a little wonky. We're gonna have to ignore that because I don't know how to fix it. It's gonna have a tiny little loop right at the end. But that's gonna be just fine. Everything's gonna be cool. Don't worry about it. Okay, now we got to select. I'm gonna go ahead and save because I did a lot of work right there. And sometimes pressing buttons breaks things, so... Okay, so that is 5 height. And what I think is that every other piece can work off of this repeating texture. And it is now long enough you'll get the little nub. It actually looks not terrible. It's an angle that you can see, and it looks okay. It looks fine. Don't worry about it, guys. It kind of matches this side. Slightly, not really, but that's okay. Overall, it looks nice. So these little bits and pieces right there are because the lighting is static. We're going to have a little bit of weirdness in that respect because the lighting is static. Okay. I'm thinking. Yeah. I don't think it's going to look awful. You're just going to get a little weirdness here and there. That, and I can also set it where like the platforms themselves aren't there when we light it, and then just put it back down. Otherworldly location, weird lighting is a must. I'm sure there's ways we can make it look nice. Okay, so we did that part. So we'll put all these back down. And now basically there's two things that we can do. So I'm gonna keep this here. I probably rotate it, but I'm gonna keep this as the center if that works for you, Jumza, because I really like how that turned out and I think it looks really cool. And so what I want to do is I also think these pieces right here look really cool. And what I want to do is make them and repeat them on the lower portions here with little variations. So like maybe some of these stones aren't here, or this crack isn't there on another one, and that kind of thing. And then I want to do on these platforms where there's no stone piece in the middle. But that's the only difference. Like it still has the inlay. And then maybe we just break up or add some extra stuff here and there. But it's still, they all basically have the same pattern for the tops. Oh, we could also invert it. That would work too. I'd have to think about how to do that. Maybe just extend stuff. But yeah, I could definitely do that. No, I was just gonna remove this stone, so there's just no stone there, but it's still the inlay. But inverting it would be kind of cool too, actually. Now that you say that, either or is fine. So we're gonna set up the UVs for all the walls next, because that's the biggest thing I wanted to get accomplished today, was get all of the walls finished. And now that we have like our pattern picked out and we have everything there, we basically have all of the walls done. Maybe the steps not finished. We'll have to take a look at what those look like. But I do think we pretty much have everything we need. So I'm gonna go ahead and we're just gonna do that. And we're just going to reuse the same texture space because I need to. It's not going to be you won't really be able to tell, but I'm just going to make sure I'm keeping up with where I'm at. I think I can just copy and clone over. Because all platforms are basically going to use a variation of this. I think I've said that a few times already. So that was the plan from the beginning: is get a really cool looking thing, and it'll look different because each platform has varying heights. So you'll have like different pieces of the thing that you see. And then also, like this, the tops will be a thing too. So, and we could do it really quick mock-up to kind of see what it looks like. And I say quick, but I have to UV it all, so not exactly the quickest process, but it's better than anything we've had before. So, okay. So those are all laid out correctly. And so here's a really fast way to do this. I'm going to copy this one, and then we're going to select the same spot on all the maps, and then do that on everything. Because you can paste to multiple polygons at the same time. Thank you, GDX. Yeah. Okay. So that is, I'm pretty sure. So if you were wondering why I don't have the lip of glitching efficiency stuff that you do. No, and I think that's the biggest thing too, is other people might learn something from watching me, like little tricks and stuff. But I also learned a bunch from watching, from looking at some of Twin's stuff, because he made the logging map, and then he was also working on another one that I was looking at, and then Garmichael also streaming his map making stuff. So I learned a bunch of stuff from those two, and it just kind of goes through. So everybody has a different process on how they do things, and everybody has cool techniques, which is really awesome, and it makes me really happy to see all that kind of stuff. So, okay, so that's all of that laid out, and so now we'll do. You steal each other's powers. I mean, if you want to look at it that way, I'm not going to stop you. Okay. This is going to get a little weird. I actually started on here, so we are going to start with the same. Bye, Gojo. Thank you very much for your suggestions tonight. They helped me immensely. I really appreciate it. Yeah. You found my secret chair. Oh, that's funny. Oh man. I left that in there on purpose. I hope you know that. Okay, just so everybody can get in on my little joke. Back up. Event version? No, I think it's a DDX event. Okay, so this is my first ever custom map that we made in the original Ganesha. Guess, I know, it's kind of crazy. But I hit a chair underneath the map. It's just hanging out. So in the original Ganesha, you couldn't, it threw an error if you removed all of the polygons and tried to make another one. So the one I didn't remove was this chair, and then I just built a map around it. This chair is in Final Fantasy Tactics Battlegrounds, so I should just put that chair. That should be my signature from now on. It's just putting a chair in the map somewhere. The load-bearing chair, exactly. But it's literally a legacy thing because you couldn't delete all of the polygons in a mesh in a map in the original Ganesha because it would throw an error because it didn't know what to do after that for some reason. So I left the chair in and then built the map on top of it. But I sent it to Kokojo a while ago and he just found it. So that was really funny. It makes me happy. That's awesome. I cannot wait. Also, I can't wait for Jumza to do stuff with this map too. I can't wait for events on new maps. That's gonna be so sick. Everybody's in for a treat as all the stuff starts coming out. That's okay. See you, Cap. Thank you very much for the gift sub to Kokojo. I'm sure he appreciates it. And very much for spending your Valentine's evening with me. I'll be all of your guys' Valentines if you need me to. Exactly the date I wanted. It's a good question, actually. That's awesome. Okay, we're just moving along, so unfortunately there's no quick way to do this. But the important thing is that I have them laid out like this, because if I were to have them all on top of each other, and I needed to move things around or adjust things when we start doing the animation, then I think it'll be easier for me because they're already in, the lengthwise, right? They're already separated. The UVs are already set up. I just have to move them in one cohesive piece and put them where I have to adjust. So it's really big to get this part done, because that means we have kind of the freedom to adjust and make adjustments when we need to. I keep clicking on the texture when I want to move the 3D space. Because, funny enough, half of this map still have lots to do myself. Half of this map is like technical. It's a big part of this map. I would say over half of the work for it will be the technical work with getting all the animations set up and making sure that they function correctly and they function on their own individually. It will be the first map that I probably use literally every part of the texture space. So, because I need so many frames of animation for everything. And I apologize in advance if I'm hurting people's brain by looking at it like this, but it's the easiest way for me to navigate anything. And select anything that I need to. But as soon as we get this one done, we can do all of the other platforms. So. I don't know. Just definitely working in 3D for a really, really long time. So. Save. And what's really funny is even with our old texture, the sides still makes it look good. That's so crazy. Obviously, the more interesting stuff with that part, it's just we picked a really good texture. That's really once you get those, it just kind of comes together. So it's really, really exciting. And then we'll just do our efficiency thing again. And starting at there, we're going to copy that. Nope, that's the wrong one. There it is. Copy. I think the only thing I don't have completely nailed down yet is the steps. But I'm sure we can find something pretty easily to get them to do what we want to. So. That one right there. There we go. Oh, we don't want to copy both of them, so copy that. Go. I'm actually going to shrink this because we don't really need to use it. And it's just kind of in our way right now. Did we finish our Final Fantasy? No, it's just asking if we're still on. Yep. Kind of losing track of myself for some reason. Mostly the ones I've already done. I don't know. Hey Senna, how you doing? Which game centric is this from? How you doing, Senna? Okay, Joseph. Thanks for hanging out. Yeah. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, we made some crazy good progress. I'm really happy with everything. I know. Art is weird for me, I guess, especially with new stuff. For some reason, when we started, I think I talked about it a little bit, but like that Chocobo Forest was, I don't know. There's just a lot of weird confidence issues where I didn't just sit down and take a look at what I was doing. I was just trying to brute force a lot of stuff. And that's not really how you can get anything accomplished. And it just causes you pain. And so when we sat down last stream and we're like, okay, well, why don't we take it in smaller bits and we kind of recreate what Tactics originally did so you can understand how your colors or how your palette's supposed to work. This is your base color, this is the inlay, this is the dark color, this is the highlight color. Like, doing that kind of just like, okay, now every time I need a highlight, I use this color. Every time I need an inlay, you know, I use this one. And I wasn't using what I already had. And it was just making me miserable. Okay. With a save, that is texture for every single side. Whew, that was big. Man, it looks so cool. Okay. So if I can remember it. Okay, so what we're gonna do is something really quick, okay? So bear with me if you can. Hold on 1 second. I need to... Is that right? Is it a 60? No, the UVs are right on top of each other. Okay. Oops. So I do this. And this. And that, excuse me. And that. Okay. So, moving that, schmoving that to this corner. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take this. And then I am going to copy this just a bunch of times. 1, 2... Then we can add oops, I added an extra line of butter. Okay. So, that will be our 8 platforms, and then this will be our middle. And then these, basically these two pages right here will be one animation for each one. And that's how we're going to take care of that. So if I load here, go back, and go here, and then re-import. What we're going to do is try to find the corner. Going to copy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure. I know that seems a little weird and counterintuitive to what we just did, but hopefully it'll make a little bit more sense when I'm done with it. Oh, yeah, that's right. Keep skipping that middle top one for some reason. Okay, and so what that will allow us to do, if you see up here, we already have UVs laid out for this one. I mean, technically we do, but I need to redo them. So this one right here is... Oh, I think I pushed it over. That's funny. So when I started the setup for this one, I accidentally had it... I was looking at it at the wrong angle for some reason. And so Leviathan was facing the wrong way, and just a few other things that were a little silly. So the whole texture was just kind of... The whole UV set was all kind of wonky and things. So I wanted to kind of get one of them done and one of them redone. So once I got the texture in a place that I wanted to, then we could easily move things around and get it corrected. So there's that. Okay. So technically these are all on top of each other. Go ahead and save. But if I do this, I can now just grab and move that whole platform over to its new texture. Instead of having to move it piece by piece, and then also instead of having to... Okay, oh. Apparently I didn't copy these ones correctly. Copy. Paste. Copy. Paste. There we go. So I would do that 1, 2, 3. I'll call this one 4. I'll move that one over. And then it will just be a matter of adding variation to each one. Hey, we won. Oh no. Why am I off by a pixel? Oh, did I move something up? Well, that's a little awkward. I'll fix that. There we go. Okay. And then we'll just put these back to... It's really weird. I don't understand why it was... It's off by a pixel on the bottom. They're all lined up and everything. Oh, maybe when I... Maybe when I copied it, I put it over one or something? I'm doing art on the other side, so bear with me real quick. There we go. Okay. Apparently when I copied it before, I had it shifted by one, so... Okay. Obviously, it's all repeating, it's all the same thing. So let's see what it looks like in game so far. One of these days, I'm going to do the opposite of what I want to do. And it's just not going to go well. Okay. Here we go. Hopefully it looks cool. Two Final Fantasy Tactics. Oh man, look at it. Hold on. Look at that thing. It's got texture bleed into the transparency part, so that'll be a little bit weird, but... Zoom through all this part real quick. Is that dude in critical already? He sure is. That poor man. Ah, man, that's so cool looking. Yeah, we definitely have the texture bleed right there so you can see right through the map, but I can fix that. Okay, well, outside of these little steps right here, correcting those and adding a little side texture to them, and then adding variation to the different levels. You should be able to see I haven't dropped frames or anything. And I can see it on my preview. I'm not really sure what's up on your end. But yeah, that's our map so far. It's very close to being done. So we have to finish those two textures up. Basically adding variation to everything. And then doing the steps. And then after that will be all the animation work and technicality stuff. But as soon as we get one working the exact way we want it, it's basically just a copy and paste job and getting everything set up in proper form. So, but that will be everything from me today. We did a lot of stuff, and I'm really happy with everything that's coming out of our work. So, let's go ahead and take a look to see if somebody else is streaming. And just want to thank you guys again for always being here to support me and sticking around through everything that's going on. It's cool. It's crazy. It's nuts. It's pretty awesome. Okay, there are a lot of people playing Final Fantasy Tactics tonight. Vengeance mode. I wonder what that means. You know what? Instead of doing that, I think we are going to go ahead and raid our good friend Kessel, though. He is playing Shin Megami Tensei Devil Survivor. So, you guys want to go ahead and say hi to Kessel. If you don't already follow him, he's a really cool dude. Please do so. Wonderful guy. And I will see you guys on Wednesday. Hopefully it's just as successful as today's stream. But thank you guys very much, and I will talk to you later.